Hello, welcome. Yes, I can absolutely help you today. Do take a seat. Thank you. Okay. All right, and how can I be of help today for you? Are you checking in? Okay, so you reserved a cabin. Perfect. Let me just pull up our reservation system. Okay. All right. And can I get your first and last name, please? Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I see a reservation here. It's a cabin rental with 2 bedrooms. Is that correct? Yes, 1 king and then the other one has 2 twin beds. Okay. Yes, all of our cabins do allow you a parking spot, so of course you're welcome to park your vehicle. I'll just need to give you a parking slip before you head out, okay? Yeah, make a note. Okay. Yeah, so our cabin comes with several amenities. Of course, you have a kitchen with a refrigerator, stove, oven, and a microwave, yes. So you can bring your own groceries. We do have a grocery store about 15 minutes away. If you need directions, we can absolutely provide that to you. Yeah, and then we have one store a lot closer than 15 minutes, but it might be a little less stocked than the main grocery store, so just something to keep in mind. And then it looks like, yes, your cabin obviously comes with a living room. There is a TV connected to Wi-Fi, and it's a smart TV, so you can stream Netflix or other shows of your choice. And of course, there are tools where you can allow parental supervision on those things. Yes, we do have some board games in some of our cabins. They might vary, and any like a deck of cards, etc. Yeah. Do you happen to have a pet with you? No. Okay. Yeah. Yes, our cabins are pet friendly. It just might incur an additional cost depending on how long your stay is. Yeah. We do offer rollout beds if you need. Just simply call the front desk and we can assist in bringing out a rollout cot if you need. Okay. All the linens are freshly washed. There are some extra blankets in the closet. Exactly. And of course, our bathrooms do have some sample or small travel sizes of shampoo, conditioner provided for you. And then, of course, you can use anything you might bring. There are some cleaning supplies provided as well as kitchenware, although just be aware that we do ask that guests run the dishwasher before they leave their stay. And we do have some designated trash disposal areas. So we do have either a guide for specific trash cans in your area or a dumpster where we store trash. Yeah. Yes, so you do have I believe a barbecue grill on the patio of your cabin rental. There are specific regulations around that. We do not obviously have open campfires allowed in our area, in our cabin area. And if you have questions about how to safely, have a fire, or if you're trying to achieve that, you can absolutely check in with us and we can guide you on that. Yes. Right. Okay. Let's see. Are there any other items I should be making sure you're good to go with? Do you have any interest in any rentals in addition to the cabin and your stay? It looks like you're here for just a few days, but there is so much to see as you're passing through. So I'm happy to go over some of our visitor guides and brochures if you're interested in anything additional, such as boat rentals, excursions, tours, that kind of thing. Oh, you would love to hear more? Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and get those ready to go. I will briefly mention for eating or dining options, we do have a restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Of course, with your kitchen, you are welcome to cook any meals in your cabin. There is a walkable trail to the lake nearby, and you should be able to find it easily with the signs. So you wouldn't necessarily need to drive unless you wanted to find an alternative location. And then our local marina area does have some boat rentals, so you can check in with the dock staff or the on-site store to check any additional rentals or questions about the boats or lake activities. Yeah. And be sure to check out some of the local events we have going on. We do have this coming Tuesday evening, there is going to be a little market with different vendors, local vendors, and their handcrafted goods. And it's called the Sunset Market. And you can buy your souvenirs if you wish, or support our local businesses. And there will be some live music and some food options as well. We also have every Thursday a karaoke night at the local bar, which is adult only if that is something that interests you. And then Friday nights we also have local live bands playing by the lakeside, and if you have a boat, you can drive the boat out at night. You must be driving the boat 5 miles per hour, but you can sort of drift near the music that is playing on the lakeside, and it's very pleasant. Yes. So the curfew on the lake for how fast you can go is about 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So anytime between that, before 8 a.m. or after 8 p.m., you must be driving 5 miles per hour. Yes. Okay. We do have a local sheriff who, if you need any information on, we can absolutely connect you with them as needed. And of course, you're welcome to stop by our desk here for any questions or assistance to help you have a wonderful stay. Yeah. Okay, so let me grab those brochures for you. Alright, so I'll briefly go over them and then we can deep dive together. Okay. So we have here the brochures for different excursions. Here we have some tours with different vehicles and some horseback riding as well here. So you can absolutely, curate your experiences for what you and your family or you and your friends may enjoy throughout your stay. Exactly. We also have, like I said, some vehicle tours. Okay, and then some boat rentals as well. So it's something you can absolutely like I said, depending on the activities you enjoy, you might find something of interest. Okay, so we'll go through those together. Then we have some lovely visitor guides and just magazines here that go through the different itinerary ideas and options for you. So it's definitely something to consider if you are, wanting to spend additional time in a specific area and really maximize your experience, such as Yosemite. It's a very obviously large park with lots of different sightseeing and different opportunities for hiking and all that. So definitely excited to share with you how you can make the most of your trip. Okay, so there you go. Let's go through these together now, and we can go through the different experience options. Alright, so I have the brochures here that I think will really help your experience here with us be well-rounded and full of exciting adventures. Okay, and then I have a couple of the magazines. So we'll just go through these together, and you can absolutely mark down anything you're interested in, and we're happy to book anything for you or arrange anything, okay? Alright, so I'll go through different brochures. So here we have the Yosemite Adventure brochure, all terrain, every season. Okay. Alright. So of course you can see here my pen here. So here we have off-road destinations, skip the crowds, see unique sights in the Sierras that border Yosemite. So we have the secluded Sequoia Grove, Fresno Dome, Alpine Lake, Granite Plains. We have the Sunset Tours, Bass Lake Vista, panoramic views, and creek crossings. So explore the way locals do. Destinations vary by machine and terrain. See detailed descriptions and photos on the website. We have some off-road rentals. Explore the road less traveled on a self-guided tour. Jeep rentals starting at $349 and UTV rentals starting at $399. Escape the tourism of Yosemite and get ready to ride into the wilderness. Rent a UTV for 4 people or Jeep for up to 5 and go on a 4 to 8 hour excursion to explore the trails on the outskirts of Yosemite. Ride to amazing destinations your car can't get you to using our customized GPS system to navigate the trails. We have off-road tours, rather 4x4 with a guide. We have Jeep tours starting at $399 and UTV tours starting at $399. Experience off-roading on a guided tour and venture into the wilderness on the outskirts of Yosemite. Crawl over granite plains, through dense woodland areas, past rocky cuts, and make a splash in creeks on the way to the Sierra's most incredible destinations. So, yes, very fun, and the guided tours are definitely recommended if you haven't done that before. Alright, so here, of course, we went over this side. We have on-road rentals. Experience Yosemite the best way in an open-air vehicle. So, of course, our Jeep rentals I mentioned are at $349. You get the full Yosemite experience. Take your family in a topless Jeep, or for those seeking a thrill, rent a Ryker. Rykers are three-wheeled motorcycles, no special licensing required in California. Features include an automatic transmission and a vehicle stability system that ensures you're always held in place to own every road. And then the Rykers start at $199. Experience the thrill through Yosemite. Okay. And here we have snow track tours. Head deep into the snowy Sierras for an epic winter trip. So, of course, this is for the winter season as the snow begins to fall. ATVs starting at $209. Experience off-roading in a winter wonderland. Choose an ATV or UTV to traverse through deep powder on our snow track adventures. Our mainstream trip is a 2-hour ride through the snow-covered trails past scenic vistas. Yes, and then the UTVs are starting at $499. Great for families. Take a RZR and stop for sledding. So that is the tours and rentals 4x4. And you can reach out to get more information, or if you'd like for us to set up a booking, we're happy to do that. Okay, perfect. All right, I'll set this aside. All right, next we have boat rentals from Miller's Landing, Bass Lake. And you can see the variety of boats we offer. We have pontoon boat, ski boat, canoes, paddle boards, surfboards, and of course jet skis or sea-doos. Okay. So these are our rental rates here for boat rentals. Yes, our patio pontoon boats can hold a large group of people. So we have a 6-seater, we have up to 9. This one, you can also add a tube for water tubing. And then we have one that holds up to 13 people. That's a big one. And of course, one holding up to 16 people as well. And of course, there's some early bird discounts, so be sure to double check those. We have ski and wakeboard boats, surf boats, and then those might be a little bit smaller, maybe less than 10 people. But you do have the option of the speed that can allow you to ski really easily for waterboarding, water skiing, etc. We also have sea-doos and jet skis. Those are typically for 1 to 3 people per vehicle. Okay. All right, and then we also have other fun rentals like tubes, bananas, which is just a larger tube, which is in the shape of a banana. We have fishing boats for fishing enthusiasts. We also have kayaks, typically holds up to 2 people, as well as canoes and paddle boards. And then we have some restrictions. Of course, all drivers must be at least 18 years of age to sign or drive waiver and watch a safety video before operating any equipment. And our staff is here to help support you and help educate you on how to operate. Yes, of course. Okay, so we also have a restaurant here at Miller's Landing, so do check that out during your stay. It's a lovely restaurant and has delicious food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. And of course, you know, the Miller's Landing cabin rentals, variety of options, so feel free to double check anything in the near future should you want to stay in something different for the next trip. Okay, and finally we have horseback riding at Yosemite South Entrance, Yosemite Trails Horseback Adventures, and you can buy your tickets online too. So this is very fun. I've done this before actually, so I definitely can give you a sense of how it might go, but it's definitely if you're willing and if you have, you know, someone in your family or group that would really enjoy this with you, that might be a fun experience together. Or you could try it solo if that's something you prefer. We have horseback rides. We are a small family-run riding stable offering 1, 2, and 5-hour rides. No experience necessary. Every ride starts with a lesson in an arena. So the Big Creek 1-hour ride with a professional guide in the lead. You and your horse cross through 2 mountain streams, all the while shaded by a canopy of towering pines. This is the perfect ride for first-timers. Yes, depending on any children in your group who might be interested in there, of course, there are certain limitations, but this might be a great option for them too. Then we have the Vista Pass 2-hour ride. Looking for more challenging terrain to ride in, the Vista Pass Trail offers 4 creek crossings, pristine alpine meadows, and a panoramic view. Yes, you just can't beat these views, honestly. Then we have the Grizzly Giant 5-hour ride. This exclusive trail ride takes you to one of the largest giant sequoias in the world. What better way to glimpse into Yosemite's past than visiting this 2,000-year-old redwood tree the way John Muir did on a good horse? Please note, unless you ride regularly, you will be saddle sore upon your return. So just keep that in mind. See the website for departure times and prices. Please arrive 30 minutes early. Minimum age is 7 years old. Height and weight restrictions are based on each rider's BMI. And then 48-hour cancellation policy is enforced. They do accept some credit card. And of course, times and prices are subject to change without notice. Yeah. So definitely check this out if you've always wanted to go on a horseback riding experience. Yes, you would get some absolutely lovely views, and I imagine that you can't go wrong with this type of experience, especially with any friends or family willing to do it with you. Okay, so alright. Now we have our magazines here, so I'll probably just flip through each one, give you a glimpse of what to expect. So you're welcome to peruse these on your own, but we'll go through them together. Okay. Right, so go through this one first. Okay, so it's your vacation. Find your moment here. Very beautiful. So this is our visitor's guide. Visit Yosemite, Madera County. Okay. So we do have the, I want to show this. We do have the sugar pine Pine Railroad. This is an absolutely spectacular experience. It does go through April through October, and it's a narrated steam train ride with gold panning, Thornberry Museum, Kids Depot Toy Store, gift shop, Jenny Railcar, a sandwich shop, and picnic area. It's a beautiful experience on a train and a very popular spot, so definitely try to get your visit into the Sugar Pine Railroad. Okay. Right, so we just have some visitor information in case you need more details. We even show you average temperatures throughout the year, which is really important to know. Understand the weather well before you go anywhere. Try to stay up to date as much as possible. Alright, and then we have here Explore the Fossils to Falls Road trip through Madera County. So, the little guide here. Alright. So here we have Yosemite in a day or more. So it has some itinerary ideas for your stop throughout the area. So this is day 1, Yosemite Valley, and it outlines the different stops. So we have Glacier Point, Tunnel View, Bridal Veil Fall and Swinging Bridge, Yosemite Chapel, which dates back to 1879, which is a really while ago. And then Yosemite Village, Valley Loop Trail, and Yosemite Falls, stop 5. And of course, Valley View is stop 6. So that's one type of day. And of course, we do have some traffic alerts you could make sure to keep in mind. We then have a day 2 itinerary and a day 3, various different, stops, sightseeing, and just really wonderful places to catch your breath, take a moment to take in the scene, and enjoy that time and that little adventure with your loved ones. Okay, next up we have Yosemite Valley and Valley Shuttle Map. So this is going to be important for taking the shuttle. Alright, so we have the different stops, of course, to the different areas throughout Yosemite. So you can easily find your next stop and plan your trip accordingly. A little bit of a map of Yosemite Village, of course, a larger map here as well. Alright. And you can continue to check the status of things via text message, and of course you can check the website and or text to get the latest updates. Okay. We have Southern Yosemite hiking trails, and we even rate them from easy or challenging, moderate. Yes, a great option, great options for any type of hiker. We have the Sierra Foothills hiking trails, where dogs are allowed on any trail in the Sierra National Forest. Just make sure you keep them protected and staying on a leash. Yes, as you may encounter wildlife, so it's important. Okay, here we have a map of Bass Lake, the Pines Village. Yes. Bass Lake is a lovely stop, truly a relaxing and restorative spot for your journey. And while the lake is most popular during the summer months, it is very quaint and cozy during the colder months. They do hold some Christmas activities or holiday activities, and of course the snow. You can't beat a fresh, coat of snow. So it's really a beautiful location all year round. Governor's Landing Resort on the south shore of Bass Lake. And it has 30 things we love about Bass Lake. So the resorts, the different, the different restaurants, there's campgrounds, lots of fun with nature, adventures or water sports. They also just have a lot of small town vibes and little small town events throughout the year. Okay, of course, keep the lake clean, do your part. Okay. Alright. Have some hiking trails you can check out here. Yes. Alright. Camping etiquette, very important. Keep your campsite clean. We do experience bears quite frequently, so it's important to make sure your trash is properly placed in the approved dumpsters or trash locations, as you may encounter a bear sifting through your trash or other critters. So it's very important to follow the local, restrictions and guidelines for how to dispose of your trash safely so that you do not find yourself attracting a bear. Okay, we have some other campgrounds as well, RV parks, all that good stuff. Permits are required outside designated campgrounds in all areas of the Sierra National Forest. So always know before you go on the guidelines around campfires. Okay, Sierra Vista Scenic Byway, a day road trip exploring a Madera County hidden gem. There is plenty of sightseeing to be had. We have tours, transportation, and guided adventures. So if you really want that extra education and guide, we offer that. Yes. Okay. Plenty of guiding tour options. Get off the beaten path. So of course, like we mentioned, you can use a 4x4, a bike, vehicle, or of course horseback riding. We even have axe throwing as well. Here's another map, lots of maps. Here's our calendar of events every month of the year. Even into the fall and winter months, you can see Bass Lake has a Jingle Bash and annual tree lighting ceremony and a parade of lights. So that's a fun time for sure. And of course, the dates might vary during the month. Okay. Pet-friendly road trip. In case you have a pet with you, here's some suggestions for your furry friend and how you can take them along with. And if you're interested, the Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad welcomes 4- and 2-legged riders on its 4-mile steam-powered journey into the region's past. Good news, dogs ride for free. So definitely bring your furry friend, as they are pet-friendly, which is always a plus. I find that pet-friendly places, if you have your pet with you, makes it much easier. Okay, you get the toast of Oakhurst, so you can try handcrafted beer, wine, and spirits with different companies featured, or stop by a winery. We have some recommended fishing spots. And if you you are interested in any museums or historical sites, we have a list here and a bit of a map, so you can check those out, add them to your adventure and your travel. We have thrifting and gifting, so if you're an avid shopper, you might want to stop by these places. Lots of handcrafted items are included as well in many of these stores. Fossils to Falls road trip. Some family fun adventure and for adults. So we have the Fossil Discovery Center, Coarse Gold, Southern Yosemite Wineries. Oakhurst is a good spot for a town to visit. An art center, Bass Lake, of course, Sugar Pine Railroad, the Yosemite National Park. Right, there are some golf courses, in case you're interested in finding that. Some sporting events throughout the year. There is a fishing derby, which is a real big event, too. We have performing arts. We do love the arts. Some musical talent, lots of music locally. Art and the arts are very much celebrated, so definitely check out the local artists' work, and if something speaks to you, maybe that is a souvenir you can take home with you to remember the trip. Okay, the magic of winter. So this outlines some of the winter fun. Again, don't be shy to stop during the snow season. Just make sure you come prepared for snowy terrain, and that you have the vehicle you need to drive around, get where you need to go. Celebrating local native cultures. Here's some other ideas here. Then we have recommendations for getting back to the wild. So if you need a little bit of extra tips for getting back into nature. Alright, Majestic Mountain Loop. Visit California's most stunning national park in as little as 3 days. So day 1 is Sequoia National Park, day 2 is Kings Canyon, and day 3 is Yosemite National Park. Okay, and it gives you an idea of different stops as well. Okay, alright, so lots of, local dining, a lot of options that you have along your travel, your trip with us. Alright, and that concludes the first visitor guide here. Okay, so we'll go through the next one now. So here we have Yosemite National Park Journal. Wonder is waiting. 4 once-in-a-lifetime road trips plus 7 more California national parks. So, deeper dive into Yosemite. Welcome to the magic. It's very beautiful. Yes, if you haven't really taken the time to check out Yosemite and the falls, I think it's truly one of those magical places you wouldn't regret spending a little time exploring, right? So get oriented. So depending on where you're coming from or coming through to the park, you can see all the kind of major spots El Capitan, very, very popular, very pretty much the prominent feature most people associate to Yosemite. Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias, Vernal Fall, etc. 5 ways to see Yosemite: Big Oak Flat Entrance, Arch Rock Entrance, Tioga Pass Entrance, and the Hedgy Entrance. Whether you're a first-time national park traveler or a seasoned pro, here are a few things you need to know about Yosemite. Alright. 1, do your research. And then, make sure you're aware of closures and make sure you're aware of closures or announcements related to the park before, planning a trip. The nitty-gritty, you can buy a $35 7-day pass at a park entrance station or use your America the Beautiful or other interagency annual pass to get into the national park. Catch a ride. Skip the headache of circling for parking spots multiple times a day and take the Yosemite Valley Shuttle. Park in the lot at Yosemite or Curry Villages or Yosemite Falls and then explore for the day by shuttle. Turn to pages 62 and 83 to learn how to get to the park by public transportation. Be bear aware. Yosemite is home to hundreds of black bears, so it's important to properly store your food to make sure you don't have an unwanted visitor. During the day, you can keep food and other scented items in a locked car or RV with the windows rolled up. At night, you must store these items in a food locker located in your campground or the parking lot. Bear spray is prohibited in the park. Drink up. Drinking plenty of water is key to staying hydrated and warding off the effects of hiking at high elevation. Bring at least 2 liters of water per person with you when you hit the trails. That's very important. Dehydration is a very serious issue that can sort of become unnoticed quickly, so just make sure you're staying hydrated. Hike smart. Afternoon thunderstorms are common in Yosemite in the summer months, and lightning can pose a real danger. So, hike in the morning and plan to be back at the trailhead by early afternoon. If you hear thunder or see dark clouds building, turn back immediately. Tighten your laces. Leave the flip-flops for the pool. Closed-toed shoes with good tread, like hiking boots or tennis shoes, will protect your feet and give you a good grip on slippery or uneven trails in the park. Keep it beautiful. Every piece of trash adds up, so skip the plastic water bottle and refill your reusable at the park's filtered filling stations, which is a nice feature. Pack out everything you pack in when you hit the trails. Yes, that means everything, including toilet paper. Stay on the trail. Walking off trail damages plants, erodes the landscape, and can lead to dangerous drop-offs. Stick to the park's 750 miles of trails. And know your Fido 411. Is it Fido or Fido? I think it's Fido. So dogs are only allowed on paved trails and on leash in campgrounds and parking lots. So just make sure to be aware of the regulations when it comes to bringing your furry friend. And only you can prevent forest fires. Be sure to check for fire bans before you go camping and adhere to them. We promise s'mores taste just as good on a camp stove as they do over the fire. And this is really important as Yosemite has experienced some fires in the past. And we want to preserve as much as possible the nature there. So it says here for eating, Yosemite has many in-park dining options from sit-down restaurants, etc. And it's, available for overnight or day guests. It is a good idea to call ahead for any reservations. There's also a snack bar, and there's also a store for easy grab-and-go type of food. So there's definitely some eating options. weekend in Yosemite. So short on time, you can still have an incredible vacation in the park, even if you only have 48 hours. And it gives you timestamps. So 8:30 a.m. you can stroll amongst giants at the Mariposa Grove. 12:30 cool down on Mist Trail. 3:30 visit the Ansel Adams Gallery. And 6 eat dinner at the Pizza Deck. Day 2, 7 a.m. hike Glacier Point. And then we have 1 p.m. drive Tioga Road and picnic at Tenaya Beach. 6 p.m. dine at the Ahwahnee Hotel. Look at that, very beautiful. You can even choose your level of hike. So green is easy, blue is going to be moderate, and black is difficult. So we have a variety of options depending on the type of hiker you are. So please be aware, and please make sure to choose the one that is best suited for you and your group. Tour like a local, option for that. And have some campgrounds. Best of the coast. Some other California landmarks or areas to check out. The American Galapagos. So these are just some other nice California areas, or areas near California. Yeah, to pique your interest. So definitely plenty of beautiful places if you're traveling throughout California. Many people do stop through Yosemite area along the way. So these might just be other spots you can check out along your road trip. Okay. Right. See the redwoods. Oh, this is definitely going to be a great opportunity. So if you have a chance, definitely try out visiting the Redwood National and State Parks. So it shows you kind of a day 1 itinerary. You have day 2, lots of trails and beachside experience. So here we have 2 hours from Yosemite. Check out a sprinkling of charming historic towns, an astonishing grove of giant sequoias, and the uncrowded California of which you've dreamed. This gives you some ideas here. Oh yes, a little bit about the big trees. Very large. Feel the gold rush. Can explore that. This talks about the Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad, which we talked about. Ooh, you can even loop through San Francisco if you haven't been. Definitely a really iconic, visit. You can even explore taking a train if you would like to see a more scenic view throughout California. A lot of different stops to make your road trip well-rounded. Of course, we offer, lots of lodges and other variety of stays, depending on what you're looking for. Is Yosemite worth it? Interesting. in-depth review here on the history and what it is today. Oh, Death Valley Scenic Stops. If you're into the desert, probably have a great view of the skies. Really, you have the great view of the skies really anywhere outside of the cities. You just have spectacular views of the stars, and even during potential meteor showers, you can see lots of like meteors, which can be really exciting. Yosemite has 9 lodging options for you to choose from, or you can do camping. Find me at the lake. And Fresno Pines. Okay, and then of course talking about the 3-park adventure. Some roadside stops. So that completes our second guide, a little bit more in depth of stories or different stops around California, but also includes those itineraries which might be helpful for you planning your stay and visiting Yosemite. Okay, so I will go ahead and prepare these to pass to you, and you can peruse them as you wish. Okay. Alright, okay. So now that we've gone through the different brochures, are there any experiences you would like me to help book for you today? Okay, so definitely the horseback riding. Okay, we can definitely look at that. Okay, and then a guided tour. Alright, can definitely do that. Okay, and then you're interested in the paddle boarding. Okay, yeah, definitely. We can do that as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get you sorted here. So we have horseback riding. Okay, here we go. Okay. And how many riders will you be booking? Okay, 2 riders. And both riders are over the age of 7, correct? Okay. And are you interested in the Big Creek 1-hour ride? Okay. Okay. It looks like there is a opening. Okay. And what time were you aiming for, and what day? Okay. Let's see. So there is one Monday at 10 a.m. Does that work for you? Okay. Okay. Add that to your stay. And would you like to just add that to the card on file with us? Okay. Perfect. Okay, and is there an email I can put down so you can receive your tickets and more information? Okay. Okay. Alright. Great. You should be all set, and we'll go ahead and send that over to you via email. And of course, if you need to print anything out, you can come by our desk later. We're happy to assist. Alright, so I'll leave this with you. So you can have that. Okay. Then you wanted to book a tour, is that correct? Okay. So yes, our Jeep tours are starting at $399. That's the guided off-road tour. Yeah, is that something you wanted to do? Okay, so let me just go ahead and get that info for you. would you like to book that for Tuesday? Okay. Yes, it would be in the morning if that works. Okay. Perfect. Okay, then if it's also on the same card, and then we have your email. So again, you should receive that information via email. Okay, perfect. All the adventures await. Yes, so exciting. So you're interested in a boat rental, is that right? Okay, and specifically paddleboard. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like you can do hourly $30, 6 hours for $90, or all day for $120. Yeah, so you can do the all day. Is there a specific day that you're thinking of? Okay, let's do Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry, Wednesday. That's okay. Absolutely. Okay, I can book that. And let me just double check. Alright, and then I'll just book that on the card. Okay. There is a $3 booking fee, just for you to be aware. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. You should be all set. You have wonderful excursions ahead. Are you planning to also visit the Sugar Pine Railroad? Oh, it's an absolute must. Yes. And of course, Yosemite, if you have a chance. Absolutely. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and hand these off to you, okay? Here you go. Alright. It looks like you are all set with your reservation. You should receive an email with the code to your cabin, so double check that. If you have any trouble trying to get in, just call us and we'll assist you. Okay. Oh, and we'll get you the parking slip. No problem. It's been a pleasure to serve you, and I really hope you enjoy your cozy cabin stay here with us and enjoy that all the nature has to offer and the beautiful sightseeing and adventures that await you. Yes, thank you. Alright, I'll be right back, and it was a pleasure to help you out today.